We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Mike Johnson speaks at Columbia. The Supreme Court hears Trump immunity arguments and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. During a visit to Columbia University on Wednesday, Speaker Mike Johnson joined his New York House Republican colleagues in calling on the school's president, Manu Shafik, to resign unless she can improve what he called her failure to handle the pro-Hamas protests on campus. In a news conference on the university's campus, Johnson said Shafik should step down if she can't immediately bring order to this chaos. As Speaker of the House, I am committing today that the Congress will not be silent as Jewish students are expected to run for their lives and stay home from their classes, fighting in fear, Johnson said. The scene at the news conference was rowdy itself, as Johnson and other House Republicans got booed and heckled throughout, including shouts from Columbia professors. The Supreme Court will hear arguments today on Donald Trump's legal team's theory that a president has total immunity from federal prosecution for acts committed while in office. Though the case stems from a criminal proceeding accusing Trump of interfering with the 2020 presidential election, what the court decides will have major implications for the 2024 contest, both because of what the justices decide and what the timing of their decision may mean for special counsel Jack Smith's election interference case against Trump. Court watchers expect that the claim of total immunity will be rejected, but limited immunity will be upheld. The Biden administration on Thursday issued sweeping new rules that crack down on power plant pollution and could force many of the country's coal plants to shutter unless they undertake costly upgrades. The rules, which will almost certainly be challenged in court, mandate strict controls on carbon dioxide emissions at existing coal plants and newly built natural gas plants. They set the stage for a significant infrastructure build-out to capture and dispose of CO2 emitted at such plants in order to comply. The changes come as the industry juggles the first upswing in power demand in 2 decades and a shifting generation mix. Solar and wind projects are being added to the grid, and utilities say more gas-fired power plants are needed for reliability and to replace coal. Some utilities say they could need aging coal plants to stay online longer than expected. These rules follow the Biden administration's restrictions on liquefied natural gas. Fairfax County, Virginia, ignored a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the agency known as ICE, detainer request for a Honduran national charged with sex crimes against a child in Virginia, according to ICE officials. Immigration officials arrested the 30-year-old Honduran national at his residence in Bladensburg, Maryland, on April 15th, after Fairfax County twice released him. The agency did not provide his identity in the release. This Honduran non-citizen stands accused of some very serious crimes and represented a threat to the children of the Washington, D.C. area, ICE said. When local jurisdictions have policies in place which prohibit them from cooperating with ICE requests and from honoring our lawfully issued detainers and administrative warrants, they put the suspects, law enforcement officers, and most importantly, the members of our local communities at risk, ICE said. They stated that it was unknown when and where exactly the Honduran national originally entered the U.S. The agency said the man was arrested and released multiple times on charges of sex crimes with a child. That's the raw naked truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.